Let's take a deep look inside of Berlin, Germany, and the history of the Berlin Wall. As a response to thousands of East Germans fleeing to the capitalist West, the Berlin Wall was created to encircle West Berlin and stop advancements into free territory. The day before construction of the Berlin Wall, there was roughly 4,000 men that crossed over. It was devastating to the east, for they needed the many men and talented workers. Communist East German authorities began constructing the Berlin Wall on August 13, 1961, at the stroke of midnight. The Berlin Wall had about 300 watchtowers, multiple tank stops, ditches, and floodlights, which had high security. Many people tried climbing or tunneling through the wall, but there was little to no success because the eastern side was painted white for easy targets trying to escape. Roughly 190 people died from attempting to cross the border. Despite those risks, thousands of civilians from the east seeked west in order to find a better capitalist government. Many people inside the wall considered those outside to be living as jail, or as many said, like living in a fishbowl with wall you can't see through. This was ironic because those inside the wall were living a free yet physically trapped life compared to the East, which was open and physically but not free. Mayor Willy Brandt of West Berlin called it the Wall of Shame because it showed how East Germany was blocked off from the rest of the country. The people inside the wall thought nothing of the wall, meaning it was affecting them as much as the East. The wall was a canvas for artists on the West, which was covered with expressional graffiti, and the majority of the people threw their trash toward the East over the wall. After 30 years and much time of the wall being up, conditions were still very poor in East Germany, which was still considered the less prosperous region. In 1991, the Berlin Wall was torn down. The people of the East were overjoyed and reluctant to see the wall being demolished. This special occasion was described as one word, Glasnost, which means openness in Soviet Union. There was a lady of the name Mary Louisel, who was a 35-year-old at the time of the wall. She lived on the west side and was stationed in the Air Force. She said,
"People of the West were ignorant to the rest of the world. They were imprisoned and had a lot to learn from the world."
Mary and many others exclaimed, "It's about time." The fall of the Berlin Wall signaled the fall of the Soviet Union and imperialism. In 1990, the East was losing control, and the fall of the Berlin Wall confirmed those times. As a result, there was a strong effort to promote peace in Germany. Germany prospered after the fall. The country grew in both size and strength. Long-lasting effects of the teardown of the Berlin Wall were that Germany became a better nation, people were more free, and then they were able to share ideas with the rest of the world. The summer field housing projects were made to fit all the new immigrators from the East. There was a supply and demand for new jobs and supplies that made Germany become more prosperous. The Berlin Wall was an idea that blocked off people from leaving East Germany, which eventually made Germany a better country. The Berlin Wall was not necessary to build. It was a teaching tool for Germany and the rest of the world. After 30 years, they realized that they didn't have control of it any longer, and the United States wanted to make Berlin the center for all global meetings and conferences. In 1981, David Hasselhoff performed his hit, Looking for Freedom, while standing on top of the Berlin Wall. During a radio broadcast, Ronald Reagan said,
"Respect for human rights is the fundamental condition and the sole genuine guarantee of true peace. A lasting peace can only be the work of free